Alright students, in this session we are going to continue the topic series, and in this session we are going to start how to find the sum of arithmetic progression. Alright, it's 11.3 and you can see question number 2 on your screen. Before starting the exercise, let me tell you the working formulas we are going to apply in this session. So in order to find the sum of number, the first working formula is n divided by 2 a plus L. So if you have the last term, because L, the nomenclature is A is your first term and L is your last term. So if you have the last term given in the question, so you can apply this working formula directly. The second working formula is for sum to find out the sum of the n terms is n upon 2 inside the bracket, it's 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So these are the two working formulas which we are going to apply to find out the sum of arithmetic progression. Alright, on your screen you can observe that we are going to start question number 2, and firstly I will start with the B part. For B part, question is 20 plus 11 plus 2 plus so on, and we have 20 terms. Alright, so first thing, what is 20 here? 20 is the value of n. What is A is the first term 20. What is the difference? Difference is second minus first leads to negative 9. Alright, we need to find out sum. So I am going to place the working formula. Sum of n terms is equals to n divided by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. At the start, I recommend you to write down the working formula as many times as possible so you can learn the working formula very easily. We are looking for sum for 20 terms, so n value is 20. 2. A is 20 plus n is 20 minus 1, d is minus 9. Once you had placed all the values, you simplify it. 2 10s are 20, right? 2 20 are 40 plus 20 minus 1 is 19 times minus 9. We can simplify it easily. 19 multiplied by 9, it's 171. So that will be 10, 40 minus 171, right? Plus 40 and multiply by 10. So the sum for 20 terms, it leads to minus 1310, and that is your answer for sum of 20 terms. Alright. So firstly, you need to write down till here, write down the working formula, write down solution for the first part, and for this part we have a time of 90 seconds, so start. Alright, after that, after part B, I will go through one more part so that you can understand more better, and I will start with part D here. Alright, part D, it says minus 2x minus 5x minus 8x minus, and it goes on and you are looking for 40 terms. Alright, so for the data part, first value is minus 2x, right? We have 40 terms, so n is 40, and difference will be what? It will be minus 5x minus 2x. So minus 5 plus 2, it's minus 3x. I had given you all the necessary information. You have A, you have N, you have D. So why don't you give it a try first, and then I will tell you the answer. So you have a time of 2 minutes for this question, so start. Alright, at first I need to write down the working formula which says Sn, n is what? N is 40, is equals to n upon 2, that means 40 divided by 2 times A. A is what? Minus 2x plus n minus 1. 40 minus 1, and d is what? It's minus 3x. We can simplify. 2 1s are 2, 2 20s are 40. Inside the bracket it will be minus 4x plus 40 minus 1, it's 39 times negative 3x. Alright, we can simplify it. So 20 times minus 4x plus minus 39 times 3 is equals to 117x. Alright, both terms contain the variable x, so we can simplify it. So now it will be 20 times 117 plus 4 leads to negative 121x. When you multiply 20 with 121, you will get negative 2420x. That is a sum for 40 terms. Alright, so I expect that all of you are getting the same answer, because the questions are not very difficult, easy questions they are, and just apply the working formula, place all the necessary information, and you will get the answer. Alright, moving on to the next question. It's question number 3. Same exercise 11.3 from your new book. It says find the number of terms and the sum of each of the arithmetic series. Now we are going to start from part B here. Alright, part B. It says 28 plus 11 minus 6 minus, and it is last term is 210. So I'm keep saying that it is your last term, and we know that the last term is defined by L. So if I am going to write down the data here, so A is what? A is 28, right? N is what? N is unknown. Last term is minus 210, and difference we know that it's 11 minus 28. Alright, so 11 minus 28, it's negative 17. So all the necessary information we have. At first we need to apply the working formula for last term. Alright, so the working formula is L is equals to A plus N minus 1 times D. If you focus on this working formula, so you observe that A, D and the last term values are given. Last term is what? Minus 210. A is 28. N is what we are looking for, and difference is minus 17. So firstly we need to shift 28 on the left side. So minus 210 minus 28 is equals to N minus 1 times minus 17. Alright, 210 plus 28, it leads to negative 238. 17 when you shift on the left side, it will be negative 17 equals to N. So when you divide, you will get the value of N, and it is equals to 14. That is your answer. Once you had find the nth term, then you need to find the sum. The working formula is Sn is equals to N upon 2. And now since the last term is given, so I can apply this working formula. Alright, the value of N we have, it's 14 divided by 2. A is what? A is 28 plus last term is minus 210. So 28 minus 210, 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14 into 7 gives you the value of minus 1274. Alright, now there is one mistake in this question, and that mistake is what? Here we have N minus 1. Alright, so the final answer of N, it will be 14 plus 1 leads to 15. And when I place the value here, so now it will be 15 divided by 2, and lastly the answer is equals to 28 minus 210 multiplied by 15 and divided by 2 leads to minus 1365. That is the final answer of how many terms you have? 15 terms. Alright, so that is your first part answer. You need to note down in your copy, and you have a time of 60 seconds to note it down and start. Alright, so moving on towards the next question. It's question number 4 from the same exercise. It says the first term of an AP is 2. That means we have the value of A and it is 2. And the sum of the first 12 terms. So we have S12 is equals to 618. You need to find out the common difference. Now if you observe closely, so we have the value of n as well, right? So if I am going to apply the working formula, S6 is equals to n upon 2 times 2 times A, that is 2a, plus n minus 1, 6 minus 1 times D. Alright, that is the working formula, and we have the value of S6. So why don't you give it a try by yourself? You have a time of 2 minutes. Place all the values and then find the value of D here. So start. Alright, S6 is what? S6 is 618. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 3. Inside the bracket 2 2s are 4, plus 6 minus 1, it's 5D. 618 can be divided by 3, so that will be equals to 618 divided by 3, it's 206. 206 is equals to 4 plus 5D. 206 minus 4 and divided by 5 gives you the value of D, and that is equals to 40.4. Alright class. So now it will be S, the value of n is 12, is equals to 12 divided by 2. 2 times A is what? A is 2 plus n minus 1 leads to 12 minus 1 times D, that is unknown. Alright, so give it a try first. You have a time of 2 minutes and then I will tell you the answer, so start. Alright, the value of S12 we have, it's 618 equals to 12 upon 2, 6 times 2 2s are 4, plus 12 minus 1 leads to 11D. Alright, 618 can be divided by 6, which is equals to 103 is equals to 4 plus 11D. So 103 negative 4 and divided by 11 gives you the value of 9, and that is your answer for D. Moving on to the next one, it's question number 5 from the same exercise. In an arithmetic progression, the first term is negative 13, the 20th term is 82, and the last term is 112. Find the common difference and the number of terms. Alright, so firstly you need to understand the concept and then write it down in your copies. Before starting this question or before starting any question, what you need to do first, write down the data values. So we have the value of A, it is minus 13. That 20th term is 82. That means T 20th is 82, and the last term, that is L, is equals to 112. Alright, find the common difference and number of terms. If I am going to write down the working formula of last term, so last term is equals to A plus n minus 1D. Alright, if I place the values here, so last term is 112, A is minus 13 plus n minus 1 times D. So there are two unknowns in this question, so this is not possible to solve this question, this equation here. But if I simplify, so it will be 112 plus 13, 125. So you have 125 is equals to n minus 1 times D. Alright, we need one more equation, and for that part the condition is given that 20th term is 82. Alright, so T 20th is equals to 82, and 20th means that now you have the value of n and equals to 20. The working formula for an nth term is A plus n minus 1 times D is equals to 82 is already present. I am going to place the values here. So A is what? A is given, it's minus 13 plus, at this case the value of n is 20, right? 20 terms, and the value of D is unknown. Alright, now the question is quite easy to solve. Minus 13, when you shift on the right side, it will be positive 13. 82 plus 13 leads to 95 is equals to 20 minus 1, 19 times D. So 95 divided by 19 gives you the value of D, it's 5. So you have the value of common difference, and now to find out the value of n, we have this equation. Just place the value of D in this equation. So it will be equals to 125 divided by 5 equals to n minus 1. 125 divided by 5 gives you the value of 25 equals to n minus 1. So n is equals to 26. Alright. So I hope that the question is clear to you. That is your first part. For part B, it says find the sum of the terms in this progression. So we know that the working formula to find out sum of n term is equals to n upon 2a, not 2 in fact, because we have the value of last term, so I can say that it's a plus l. Alright. So the Sn means we are looking for how many terms? 26 terms is equals to 26 divided by 2. The value of a we have, it's minus 13, plus the value of the last term is 112. Now you can solve the equation very easily. 112 minus 13, it will be 99. Alright, and 2 1s are 2, 2 13s are 26, so you need to multiply 112 plus 13, multiply with 13, you will get the value of 1625. It is not equal to 1627, it is equals to 1287. I checked it again. 112 minus 13 times 13, it's 1287. Alright, so that is your sum for 26 term. I hope that this question is clear to you, and if you know the working formula, then this topic is very easy. All you need is to read the question carefully, write down the data and apply the required working formula. Then placing the values and how to solve the equation is very easy part. You all can do it easily. Now you need to write down the solution in your notebooks, and for that question you have a time of 3 minutes to note it down in your copy. So start. Alright class, moving on towards the next question, and it's question number 7 from the same exercise. It says the first two terms in an arithmetic progression are minus 2 and 5. So if it's minus 2, then the next term is 5. The last term in the progression is the only number that is greater than 200. And the last term that should be greater than 200, right? Find the sum of all the terms in the progression. So firstly, the purpose of last term given is you need to find out the value of n here first. Alright. The condition says and the last term is greater than 200. Before that, the value of a is minus 2. The value of difference is 5 minus 2 leads to 7. Alright. Now, if I place the working formula of L here, that is a plus n minus 1 times d should be greater than 200, right? That is the condition in the working formula. Now, can you find out the value of n here by placing all the values? I know that you can do it. So give it a try first. You have a time of 90 seconds, so start. Alright. The value of a is minus 2 plus n is unknown, but d is known, that is 7, should be greater than 200. Minus 2 on the right side, it will be plus 2, so that will be 202. N minus 1 times 7. No need to multiply the bracket with 7. 7 when you shift on the right side, it will be divided with 202. So you can say that n minus 1 should be greater than 202 divided by 7 leads to 28.85. Minus 1 when you shift on the right side, it will be n is greater than 29.85. So the next value greater than 29.85 is n equals to 30, because n should be greater than 29.85 and the value that is greater than 29.85, the nearest value is 30. Now you have the value of n here, so you can find out the sum of all the terms, right? We know the working formula, it's Sn is equals to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Place all the values here and find out the value of sum, and then I will tell you the answer. For that part, you have a time of 2 minutes. Give it a try, start. Alright, we are looking for sum of 30 terms. N is what? N is 30 divided by 2 times 2 times A, it will be 2 into minus 2 plus N is what? It's 30 minus 1 times D is what? D is 7. Simplify it. 30 divided by 2, 15 times 2 into minus 2, minus 4 plus 30 minus 1, it's 29. 29 times 7, it's 203. Right? 203 minus 4 times 15 gives you the value of 2985. That is your sum for 30 terms. Alright, so that is your final answer. I hope that all of you had done it and there is not a problem while doing this question. Alright class, so I think that is quite enough for today class, and as a homework part, what you need to do, you need to attempt question number 3 part A as your homework. Alright, and the answer will be, when you solve it, it's 35 and 3185. So make sure that you are getting the right values, right answers, and if there is anything that you are not clear about, don't hesitate to drop me a message on the portal and I will get back to you as early as possible for me. Alright, so that is your homework question. I hope that all of you are clear in this session, and make sure before starting the next class, all of you know very well what are the working formulas, how to apply the working formula. Alright class, see you next class. Take care and Allah Hafiz.